Let's talk about it. Let's talk about healing. I thought I would come on today because we had talked previously how I was going to go to present time and then we were going to go backwards. So in present time, I've been doing healing throughout my life for many years. But about 3 years ago, I just started having epiphanies of why I was internalizing things what's inside of me. And a lot of times when you're in internalization, no one knows that you're in pain because you're internalizing everything and you're masking your life. And how do we internalize? Sometimes we become workaholics. Sometimes we be people pleasers. Sometimes we can't say no because we're afraid of what people are gonna think or how they're gonna feel. We get into relationships that are disastrous. We pick people that we know is not gonna work out because we don't have that confidence in ourselves. And so when I had my epiphany like 3 years ago, I literally shut everything off. Now, this is not easy for all people because I'm a Scorpio and Scorpios are masters of hibernation. So I literally went on a 3 year hibernation. I did not get into any relationships, nor did I desire to be in any relationships because when I started my healing process, I started seeing how I related to relationships. I had to pull away to in order. And the thing being a Scorpio, we're never single. We're hardly ever single. But that can be problematic because sometimes we need to be alone to process. And so I purposely decided consciously that I would not date until I needed to hear from source. I really needed to hear, and I needed to be not trapped in all these emotions that I could not express, because that's the thing that Scorpios love to do. We love to suppress our things and pain and thoughts and everything, and I wanted to stop doing that. And I know it's my unique nature to be like that, but how can I hold things like my wishes, hopes, and dreams to myself, and then when it comes to the other crap, let it go? And so that's what I was trying to be very conscious of, because I wanted to begin to start consciously living in my true self. And it wasn't like I wasn't living in my true self. It's just that I honestly, I was too embarrassed to be vulnerable. Too embarrassed to be vulnerable. And why is that? Because I didn't want to be a disappointment to anyone. It was like, I have a big circle of friends, and I'm a business owner. I have people that look up to me, and it was just too much to bear the embarrassment. But you see, I wasn't being honest with myself. And in order to be more effective with the people that loved me, and to be more of a friend, to be more of a daughter, to be more of a sister, to be more of an aunt, to be more of a citizen, I had to come clean. I had to come clean with the dark night of the soul. I had to show myself, because that, how can I say it, revealing was the most beautiful thing that I could ever do, because now I'm a fly on the wall observing how I dealt with my relationships and things that troubled me. I didn't know how to really express them. Now, I would express it to my closest friends, maybe one, and vowed her to keep all secrecy. But I realized that I wasn't living in my true organic self. I have always cared about the human experience. I've always cared about other people. But in that, I was suffering in silence. And I didn't even realize I was suffering in silence because I had a lot of fans. I was trapped in relationships that kept me from being alone with self because I didn't know how to. In the sense, I have moments of isolation, and that's why I chose men that were not available to me, because I love being alone. I love not having someone in my space, because when you have someone in your space, they gonna trigger you. And we don't want to be triggered because we want to be unhealed. So as you begin to heal, and you guys, it wasn't easy. I was in a leadership role. I'm giving advice to my girlfriends. People come to me in the middle of the night, I need to talk to you. And I could give them every advice, but I wasn't hearing my advice to myself. Heal, Sarah, heal. And when I begin to heal, my whole perspective and how I moved in my life, with my family, with my children, with the people that I love, the people around me, the people that I had the opportunity to meet on a daily basis. Because the people that you meet on a daily basis, they're here for your life just for that moment that you can impress something beautiful in their life. But half the time we don't even talk to each other. So when I got this epiphany, I didn't even know what to do, because I was blogging on YouTube, and it came to me on my channel, and I said, this is to all the females. I literally did this. This is to all the females in my life that follow me. Cut your noni off. And I began to tell all my people to have a noni fast. I literally did that. But oh my God, when I did that, I began to speak my truth, my YouTube hit 2.4 million views. Why? Because people are looking for you to be real. People are looking for you to be honest. People want to see, like only reason I was afraid to share my story, because I didn't know anyone that knew my story or can relate to my story. But I want you to know there's people out there that relate to your story, and that's why I'm telling you. That's why, if you don't know about Group 7, you will. You keep healing, and it will find you. You keep healing. You keep being authentic to yourself. It will find you. So, we will be talking again soon.